Hello everybody, this is Fudge My Life here, and we're here with Luna Bad Night!
Hey!
Yeah, and today we're gonna do something a bit different for you guys today. We're gonna be doing a FNAF timeline, not timeline, security breach.
Timeline?
Not the whole timeline, no, I said that wrong. I forgot, I got confused. But we're gonna be doing a security breach theories and speculation video based off the new Five Nights at Freddy's game, because we are both massive Five Nights at Freddy's fans, so yeah. So,
I have two Foxy plushes in my room.
Yeah, I have a big Freddy.
I'm also eating cookies because I'm dead inside.
Nice. Okay.
I'm also streaming, so.
Alright, that's cool. Good for you. Okay. So, you know how you... Okay, so Luna had told me that she just keeps everything in her brain. She just has a brain memory generator, right? I do not. I forget things extremely easily, so I have written down every theory I ever made on FNAF. Hold on, let me show you my screen. I just have like a Google Doc.
You made theories?
Yeah, I made theories before. I never posted them, but I just had them like as a Google Doc on my thing. Yeah, because I'm a nerd. Hold on, where's shit?
Most of my theories are theories that Pat said because I'm dead inside and I'm a YouTube kid.
You see this?
What? Oh, are you streaming to me on Discord? Oh,
yeah,
you are. I'm not looking.
Can you see it?
Oh my god. What the hell?
Can you see all that?
Okay, yeah.
It goes on for quite a while.
Bro, you took your time. What the hell?
Yeah, I did. I'm very serious about this, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna pause on the FNAF. There's a couple theories there, but here we go. FNAF Mega Pizzaplex, FNAF security breach.
Chat can't see what you're seeing right now, so
yeah, I'll just describe it to them. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll keep it. I'll put it in my video in the editing process. But yeah. Okay, so here's So first we're gonna discuss like what the hell actually happened in this game, like just what happened like with the animatronics and the story and everything. So here's my theory. A couple of theories here. So here's my theory. So basically, okay, a new Freddy Fazbear establishment is built on top of the pizza place, which was the one in FNAF 6. The place in FNAF 6. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Simulator, I think it was called? Yeah. So basically, after that was built, new Glamrock animatronics are built, including Glamrock Freddy, Chica, and Glamrock Bonnie. Montgomery Gator and Roxanne Wolf are also built. Monty eventually replaces Bonnie, and Bonnie is decommissioned. We have some theories maybe Monty destroyed him or something. We'll get into that later. But basically, okay, so twin sisters Vanny and Vanessa are hired as security guards. William Afton then infects Vanny's mind after she finishes being one of the playtesters in FNAF Help Wanted. Vanny starts killing her therapist and kidnapping children, as I've seen in the People Missing poster in one of the endings. William then sends a virus through the Pizzaplex, infecting the other animatronics. Like everything starts glitching out. Chica starts eating garbage. Monty's just like destroying everything in his path. And yeah, and then after that, Freddy Fazbear is possessed by Michael Afton. This is actually one of MatPat's series. Is possessed by Michael Afton after burning in the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Simulator. Gregory's son, Gregory, is now orphaned and homeless. Gregory sneaks into the Pizzaplex and lives there. During a show, Freddy detects William Afton inside of Vandy and glitches out. Gregory hides inside Freddy, and the events of the game take place. So, there's a lot of things there. So, my main theory is why I think Gregory is actually Michael Afton's son. Going back to MatPat, he theorized that he's kind of a robot, kind of like what's the word? Like not possessing him, but it's kind of like a robot of the crying child from FNAF 4, which was Michael Afton's brother. But I think it's different. I think it's more or less that like he is an Afton. I definitely think Gregory is an Afton just because of like the similarities and everything between him and the crying child. But I want to say that I think it would make more sense if Gregory was actually Michael Afton's son, which was the brother in FNAF 4. And I think that would be kind of nice story-wise, because Michael Afton is Michael Afton basically acts as like a father figure, or Freddy Fazbear, if he does possess is possessed by Michael Afton, it kind of creates like a cool family dynamic. It's just like, I'm your father now, I'm calling you like superstar, good job superstar, and everything that. He acts very fatherly towards him, Freddy Fazbear, and it's kind of sad that he's homeless because obviously he looks like he is orphaned. So that's my theory on why Gregory is Michael Afton's son. I also have another theory here where I think what the Balloon Boy minigame was all about. So during in security breach, there's a secret room you can enter, which is Balloon Boy's minigame secret room or whatever. It's behind behind Little Son's house or like stage that he jumps off of. So basically what I think is that the next game, I think it's gonna take place in some sort of fair or carnival type setting, because first of all, what's bigger than a Pizzaplex would be like a whole fair, Freddy Fazbear Land, if you could call it that. And I think the Balloon Boy minigame is kind of hinting towards that like Sun and Moon is also going to be playing a bigger part in that game. So yeah, that's my theory on what's happening next and who Gregory is. So Luna, I'm gonna let you take the spotlight here. What do you want to say?
But I was just sitting here like thinking, and you like went over stuff I was gonna go over.
Okay.
Anyways,
first of all, what do you think about theories? First of all, do you think they're crazy? Do you think they're stupid? What do you think?
There's some that I disagree with because none of the lore plus the last games and what's happened so far in security doesn't really help those lores, but they're also like they're theories. So I mean, yeah, they're theories. The one thing I wanted to go over was the Afton family being really important throughout this entire game. First of all, like obviously, like we all know that talking about like what I'm about to talk about is we all know that obviously William Afton is the brains behind all of this happening. So it feels like Afton's family, like the Afton family, is more evolved around this game, because like we see like in if you've ever played Help Wanted, that game is mostly based off as you as a 7-year-old child and how it is like to get murdered by a serial killer in Five Nights at Freddy's. We're gonna assume that's William Afton. So talking about that is the reason of like Vanny existing is because like you went over this already, but her getting brainwashed or something by William Afton's consciousness inside Help Wanted. And the one thing is that the one theory that I was going to talk about is that Afton, I'm like going over things over and over again. I'm so dead inside.
It's okay. There's a lot to take in here.
There's a lot to take in here. I'm not good at conversations because I talk too much. But there's a room that you can find in Security Breach that is a dining table with a bunch of robots who are dressed up into costumes, and you can put that on the screen whenever you want in the editing process. But yeah, pretty much there's a family, and you can assume that this is the Afton family. And the Afton family, because how you can tell is that it, like, first of all, there's a character that has like a fast food employee's outfit. If you make that out from the past lores, we all know like the character you play as in the FNAF, like playing the FNAF games, you're Michael. Michael Afton is, if you don't know who that is, chat, I'm talking to you, I'm looking at you guys. If Michael is the son of the first son of William Afton and Miss Afton. We don't know her first name. Never been revealed. We're gonna hope that gets revealed someday. Someday on the 55th game of Five Nights at Freddy's will get revealed.
Coming this summer, 27 Nights at Freddy's.
Exactly. But I just like really like that little scene that it just shows, including there's one, and then so we can tell that's William Afton, and then the person at the head of the table that has like a top hat robot. I'm pretty sure. I'm not looking at the photo because I have everything in my brain, my big brain. There's also we can see is we know that in Sister Location, Ballora is Miss Afman. Her soul is in Ballora. Her mother-like instincts and stuff like that, and one of the robots looks like Ballora with blue hair, so we can make that connection. And then we have a little girl with blonde hair also sitting at the table as a robot, so we can make that as Elizabeth, who is Baby in Sister Location. And then also on the table we got a robot who is headless, and we can make that out as the crying child who was killed by getting his head chopped off by the Golden Freddy robot. I'm pretty sure he's called like Fredbear. I'm not sure.
Yep, Fredbear.
Hey, I know my lore. Let's go. That was a bite of 83.
Yep, bite of.
I know
80...
that.
Yeah,
the bite of 83, not the bite of 87. The bite of 83 because Michael decided to decided to be a teenager, and his terrified brother to shove him in a Fredbear suit on his birthday and put it in, and the crying child was so afraid that water, and then he got his head chopped off because the spring of that suit was very sensitive and killed him. So I just really like how and plus we can make out that like there's a theory where we think that Gregory is either the crying child, and your theory is if he's William Afton's son. I can't speak English. I'm so dead inside. How are you guys doing today? But we can make out that he is like one of those. There's theories about that. Your theory is very interesting, and I disagree with it, but I also respect it.
Yeah, as all people should. Don't fight
exactly,
in the comments, guys, please.
Yeah, don't kill us, please.
Don't kill us, please. I know where you live. I know where you live.
The one thing is that I really think that Gregory is the crying child, and why I support this thing is that Mr. Matt Pat, King of Lore, also talked about this. And when I played the game, I pointed that out in my head. Like I was like, he looks like the crying child. There is something to this, and I never read any of the FNAF books, but I'm gonna trust Mr. Matt Pat on this because I'm not that big of a nerd on FNAF that I will read a 12-book series, okay? I don't like reading. But he says that in that book there's and I also like read a couple because I had to get actual support on this or people would legit try to kill me. But in the books there's a theme of where children are getting rebuilt as robots and put their consciousness inside the robots. And everyone is like, well, the crying child is dead, his head was chopped off, whatever. My idea is I think that either William or maybe Afton. No, Afton. William, bro. William Afton, the man behind it all. Purple guy, you know? I either think that my theory is either Michael or William Afton rebuilt him as a robot because of his... Like, we all know that, like, you know, William Afton is really wrong in his head. He badonkers because he just killed a million children, you know? Like a normal day at school. So my theory is mostly support on I think that it was William who rebuilt him. But also Michael supports it type of, so I don't really know. I'm kind of mixed between it. You can think whatever. But I think really that like one of them rebuilt him either in grief of what either Michael rebuilt him out of grief because he killed him, or William rebuilt him because he was just out of grief and he was just like he has no one left because all of his children plus his wife was dead. Or William was gone in that sense, like he thought he was dead. But talking English, but I really like, and then also like the Freddy fort where you said like Freddy really and then here's another theory is I think that Freddy is Michael Afton. And why we think that, but it's just like the question is like, oh, why would he be that? Because isn't he dead? Well, technically he is dead, but throughout sister location and also freaking can't think the pizza simulator. Thank you. Pizza simulator. In the pizza simulator, he was burnt to death along with William Afton, the puppet, and Baby. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, Baby, and also the spirits inside of Molten Freddy.
Yeah. No, Molten Freddy was the puppet.
No, that's Lefty.
No, that was Lefty. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're getting your animatronics mixed up.
No, yeah, you're right. I don't remember all the characters, okay? There's like a bajillion characters, and they all have souls of certain characters. Okay, give me a break.
That's true. Okay, so I definitely agree with you to the fact that it definitely has a lot to do with the William, or the Afton family. I definitely think those, like, robots, like, in that one, like, creepy room, like, with the letters and stuff, that does look like I think that's definitely the Afton family. And I definitely think it's Vanny being possessed or mind controlled by William Afton in some way.
Oh yeah, I agree.
So we both agree with
that.
Yeah. We both agree with that. Okay, that's cool. So, and you think Gregory is actually a robot brought back from
I think I haven't finished, but like you said, where like you're broken, like it says right there, like on your thing, it says like Freddy says like Freddy is also like acts like nice around him, like fathery around Gregory, plus he says you are broken. Also in the scene of where in the game, if you decide to stay in the Pizzaplex in one of the endings, if you repair Freddy's eyes with Roxanne's eyes, you get this one line of after you come back from parts and service and you're done with all that and changing out his eyes, he says, "You look different to me." And we know that Roxanne eyes can see certain things, that see movement through the walls and see certain things inside the game. And that's also why it supports my theory. If him saying he looks different, that means that he's seeing, like, it would make sense that he's not seeing what Gregory normally looks like as a human on the outside. He's seeing his endoskeleton. He's seeing that he's a robot, but he doesn't really say it. And like also like supporting like you are broken, like that that's also like a saying in FNAF 4, I'm pretty sure, or FNAF 3. I'm not sure where this came up, but it would like there's a line where like that the golden Fredbear says you are broken to the crying child.
That was in FNAF 4, yeah.
That was in FNAF 4, yeah, I was right. You are broken, and that line gets repeated by Freddy. Sorry, Glamok Freddy. That line gets repeated, and I just think that connection would make sense of like that being William Afton and him saying that to him, like him being broken, and like also like because of him saying you feel broken to me, and like that he takes him to the medical center, and then him being like really fathery would make sense because like if you look in the credit, like the first scene, you can tell that if you like go frame by frame throughout the game, you can see that it talks about like it shows that like why he freaked out on stage and had an error was because of a human. So if we make that out, we could have think that it was probably Gregory out in the audience, like because if he went out and like fell on the floor, and then how did he get into his cavity chest? Maybe because he was in the audience when it happened. That's also like what I think, and so he got into his chest cavity, and because of that, it would make sense like of his spirit, like Afton's spirit, and like not Afton, William Afton. Sorry, I keep mixing that up. William Afton's spirit being in Freddy. Yeah, Michael William. Yeah, it's dead inside. But Michael's spirit being in Freddy, like being awakened, and that's why he's so fatherly figure. Because it doesn't make sense why he would be so nice to like to Gregory, because like you said, like Vanessa like went around and like told everyone to like get Gregory, and like wouldn't he be the same because he's the same robot? Like it doesn't make sense about that. So that's why I think like because of that, like and like you're also like you all have the same like him being his son instead is also like all supported. The one thing that isn't supported is like, in my opinion, is like about your theory is that like where would he come from? Like there is no like lore of like how like Gregory became like a child, and like if William had a girlfriend and got her pregnant before he was burnt to death. And he also looked like a freaking purple guy too, like he was all rotting inside because somehow he's alive.
Like,
father like son.
I don't think he made. Well, I don't think they procreated at the time of zombifying Michael when he was like the purple monster.
But that doesn't make sense because that's past like years, including sister location. Like that's years of him like wandering around being purple, like, and so that means that like Gregory would have to be like he would have to be born, and then he would have to be like a lot older than he is now. And that's also like another thing is that like robots can't age, and that's why also like me thinking it's like the crying child, because he was created a certain age and he just cannot age. He's been that age since he was built.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Mm-hmm. So I think both of our theories kind of connects to Gregory at least being have some sort of connection to the Afton family. I think we can agree on that, right?
Yeah, I can agree on that. Like this game was like has a lot of lore around the Afton family.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the Afton family is definitely a big part in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise because they're the whole reason everything got started in the first place.
Yeah.
So that's our theories on what Gregory is, who Gregory is. Okay, that is it for this part of the theory and speculation video based off of Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. This will be a multi-part series, and I will hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!